Good morning, everyone. We are in the demo session of Oracle BI Publisher. We are sponsoring this training from MindMagics. Actually, I have around like a 10 years of experience in a data modeling, BI vertical. Around 8 years of BI Publisher layout designing. Like I have designed almost around like a more than like around 1,500 reports in my like past 8 years of span. And like I designed almost all variants of the layouts. So suppose it might be the RTF layout or the Excel layout, or it may be XSLFO layout or like the eText layout. All sort of layouts I have worked, and the versions from the 8i till 12c I work with the Oracle BI Publisher, right from the XMLP server. And then the skill set what I have is like basically with the Oracle database, SQL, PLSQL things, and the data modeling concepts along with the BI Publisher. And I have a limited hands-on experience on the other BI tools. What I am expecting from the guys or like whoever try to learn about the BI Publisher, what are the prerequisites? What they need to know just before jumping into the BI Publisher development. First of all, they need to have little knowledge about like a SQL, PLSQL or Microsoft Office software expertise, because we are designing our layout with the help of Microsoft Office software such as like a Word or Excel are the like a base structure for the BI Publisher. So we need a little hands-on experience, or like those who knows Microsoft Office tool better, they can design a better layouts or the better style sheets. Along with that, XML transformation. XML transformation is required basically because the core for the report is the XML. So the user or the designer, whoever designing the BI Publisher reports, are need to traverse their XML. Traverse the data from the XML, and then they need to put the data into the layouts. So XML transformation is also must. And then basic Oracle security concept. As you know, like Oracle are much bothered about the security, like the user restrictions and the user access for any part of the software or like any part of the component. They like it is a security basis access will be given to the user or like the components. So basic Oracle security concept also is needed. In the next, like a basic business intelligent industry concepts, like if new audience who are already worked on any other BI tools or like a BI means business intelligence tools or like any other verticals of the business intelligence, then it will be like they will get a more exposure in a BI Publisher. What we are covering in this the entire course, so it may be around like a 28-30 hours course. The first we are checking introduction of the BI Publisher and the architecture of the BI Publisher and XMLP server. So what actually BI Publisher is, how it is working, and what we can get from the BI Publisher. That is in the first day or the like first hour, one hour session will be on that. And then the next major component of the BI Publisher, that is a data model creation. So how the data, like what is the data model, what we are doing in the data model, and what are the parts of the data model, and how the data can be extracted, and like what means we are getting the data. That is basically the data modeling. And the next will be the RTF layout designing. Here the RTF means the word, the extended version of Word, rich text format. RTF stands for rich text format. So here we are structuring the data. That is like we are putting the data in layout, in the Word layout. So we are seeing how better we can design the report using RTF layout. So it will be around like a 6 to 7 hours course. Will span or like that will squeeze. I believe like the 6 hours we can explore more, and like we can see how better we can design the report. How, if the user interaction or like if the attendees like they are more keen to know about, then I can more explore on the layouting on the RTF. Then next comes with the second layouting, that is the Excel layouting. There we can like spend around like 3 to 4 hours on Excel layouting. So here we'll see like how the Excel report can be built. Then the next, it will be the interactive report layout design. If suppose that the student or the attendees, they are very new to, like they don't know about the BI Publisher, I mean they don't know about much about the Microsoft Word or Microsoft Excel or any other source, then Oracle is giving the provision to create the report from the server itself. So that is like a interactive report layout. So this part actually lies on the server. So there user no need to have any technical knowledge, in the sense like if he want to take certain report from the certain data, then he can just drag drop the things, and you will have, I mean the user will have all the access, I mean certain access to get the report layout done, in the sense like he can put the column into a column and rows, and he can segregate the things, or like he can put the graph, or he can do the pivot chart, or like such things, like it's like kind of a drag drop method. And even with a like a live interaction, in the sense like once the report is get generated, he can interact with that output. So these things we'll see on the next session. So it may be around like a 1 to 2 hours, and then we'll have other templates. So here like basically Word and Excel are the most commonly used report layouts, and then comes with the e-text templates. E-text templates are basically used for the text written data types. So Word, or I mean the RTF layouts, is basically used for all kind of report output. Say suppose it might be the PDF report output, or it may be the Excel report output, or it may be the HTML report output, or it may be like a PPT or any kind. Like it will support almost all kind of outputs. And then the Excel layout we are using for getting the Excel outputs. Then the third kind of layout is an interactive report, mainly used for the interactive reports, and the audience who don't have the have the hands-on, they just want to create the report on the server, then we are going on the interactive reports. And the next report template is e-text template, where the data output or the report output is basically with the text formatted outputs. Then it will come with the XSL F4 layout. This is a much advanced version, I would say, to get the report. If some reports cannot be generated, cannot be designed on Word or cannot be designed on Excel, then we can go with the XSL F4 style template sheets. So those things also. And then the PDF PDF layout, how we can generate. So these all three kind of layouts will take like a 1 hour each. And then let us see configuring once the layout is ready. Now the next step, it will be like you need to, and the user need to put the layout on the server, and it will be called as a report. So how the design layout can be configured from the server end, and then how the report can be run in the runtime, and how the report can be scheduled in the future time. This part, like once the layout is ready, and then from the layout design will come to the configuration of the report in the reporting server, and the running and the scheduling of the reports. These things will cover in almost in a 3 hour sessions. Then we'll go with the security setup and the translation of the report. Security, as I said earlier, the security setup, like how the user rights and the roles can be given to the reports. Those things we'll see in the next session. And the translation of the reports. Basically, BI Publisher used across the globe, across the regions. So there might be a language translation or like a currency transformation need to be performed on your report on the ad hoc basis, or like on the user basis. Those things also supported by the BI Publisher or like a OBIE. So we will see like how the same template, like the template which is written in English, can be called in the German language, or like can be called in the Chinese. So these things we'll be seeing in the next part of the course. And then comes the main part, like as you might be aware, like a OBIP, that is a BA Publisher, is an integral part of OBIE, or like you can take that as a standalone product, or you may club BI Publisher reports with the OBIE. In the next 2 hours we'll be seeing how the BI Publisher report can be called or like integrated with the OBIE, as well as we'll just give you the little overview on the OBIE as a product, what it does and what are the components of OBIE. These things we'll be covering in the next session. Then the next part, this is like we are covering in extra, in the sense like we are taking like, if like basically BI Publisher reports will be dealing with the Oracle databases. Now let us see, like we'll cover around like a 2 hours, like how the report can be built from the other sources, not the Oracle, the Oracle or the database sources. It may be some other sources as like a XML files or the Excel files or the JavaScript or any other. These things we'll cover in the next 2 hours. We'll give demo on this. These are the things what we are totally covering. It may be around like a 20, it will run around like a 25 to 28 or a 25 to 30 hour session to all together. Then we'll see like a course introduction. What are the major parts of the reports development or the BI publisher we are going to cover? First, author and manage many type of the reports and the documents. So different type of the reports and the documents, how it can be generated, and the purpose of the report, why we are doing, and what kind of layouting structure we need to go with. That we'll first think about, and then we'll start our development or our designing phase. Then the next, multiple data sources, delivery destination, combine the data sources, and then we'll see like how the data comes, whether it's from the single sources or like a multiple sources. And then once the report is ready, or like once the report is ran, then where that report need to go, whether it need to be delivered as a mail, or whether it need to be delivered as a file in a share folder, or like where it need to go, or like it need to be fed to some other sources. And then next comes like a combined data sources, like BI publisher will have the different data sources. They can combine together, like multiple data sources can be treated in a single report, and the same report can be diverted to, the generated report can be diverted to the multiple destinations. So then the next thing we'll see like a customization of the layout. Then it's like a single report can be cross functional, in the sense like a single report can be generated in the multiple geographical location with their own formattings and their own currency conversion, or like a transformation, or translations things can be considered. And next, the single report, how can be can be published multiple times over the period of time, how the report can be spooled, or like can be called and can be delivered to the multiple destinations. This we'll see. And then the scheduling and the delivery, this is the same point what I just told, like scheduling the report to the different delivery channels. And then we'll go with the easy translation. As I told, the third point is the same as like different geographical location, how the translation can be done. These are the main topics which we are going to cover. Then we'll move to the next point, why BI publisher, where in market BI publisher stands, and what are the uses, like how exactly in a real life BI publisher reports can be used. The first is the management reports. So every institution or every organization will have their own management committee. They will have their own reports. So management reports. And then operational reports. What are their operation, how their progress, what are their quarter wise transaction, or what are their year wise ledger. These things will be can also be generated from the BI publisher report. And then the financial statement, as I said, like their year on year or like a quarter on quarter, like they need a financial statements, so that can also be generated. Or like a invoices, if they have the certain products they are selling it, so they need to send the invoices, so invoices also can be generated. Or the check prints, they might need to deliver certain fund transfer, FDI, or whatever the fund transfer protocol they are using. So they need to send or receive those transformation from their financial organization, so those things also can be supported. And some of the things, if the organization need to file certain request from the government, or like need to get some authorized approval from the government, so those need to be in a certain format. Or like then like for example, if we are running a pharma industry in India, so we need to get the permission from authorization from the in US means we need to get the authorization from FDI. So there will be a certain format, a certain format and the certain things which already government put. These for example, we have form 16 in India, form 16. So form 16 means these are the components we need. So this government reporting also can be covered. And then next goes with the letter. So this will be like an employee letter, or like their client, they need to send certain letters, so those also can be clubbed together. And billing and landing, so this will be with the procurement team, like what the company is getting, or like they need to send a billing. These also can be treated. So as you see, like these are like a multiple type of report which are used in any organization in the day-to-day basis. If suppose a company is using the currently, if BI publisher solution is not there, means there will be like a separate team to generate, separate team to create a separate report, separate kind of reports. So BI publisher altogether is a single solution where you can put all kind of reporting solutions, and they can generate, they can just design the report and put their report in their server, and depending upon the data, or depending upon the targeted groups, or like depending upon the department, they can pull the data. They can even the rights can be given to the certain departments, and So those department can access the certain reports and they can get the report generated, and the generated report can be delivered to the different, as you see here, like here we have like a 7 to 8 verticals. So these people can be delivered, like I said, the government report cannot be delivered to the management spectators, right? So in a similar manner, they can just configure the things and they can they can just schedule it, and the desired people or the desired audience will get the report. So first let us see what is OBIP architecture. Actually, OBIP architecture resides like a I would say three layer structure, where the first layer resides as a data sources from where the data is actually spooled to the report, and the second layer is a layouting tool where the data is structured in a defined format, and the fourth layer is the output files and the destinations. So let us see, like it's like a multi in multi out kind of solution. So you will be having with like a BA publisher, the central part, that is a BA publisher server solution. It will be communicating with the multiple data sources. So it may be the Oracle database, or it may be any other database. Say suppose like it might be the SAP, the third party, like a SAP database, or like it might be a Java protocol, or it may be the web services also you can use as a data source. Along with that, you can internal sources, in the sense like you will be having certain departments, you need to club those details from your particular department, or like it may be like a some hard coded in the sense like some text files. So those things also you can take as an input, and then the data will be converted into the XML. When the BA publisher report gets the data, all the data, what it may be with any mean, so all the data will be converted into the XML. And in the layout we are putting the structure of the report, and we are putting the logic how to get the data, or like how to transform the data, how to fetch the data from the XML, and what are the translation we need to do in the data to get in a better formatted output. So those things will come in the middle part of the reporting solution, that is a layout tools. And then the final chunk where the report gets generated, and what are the destination channels, and the what would be the report output format. So this is basically like a 3-level structure. First will be the data source, the second will be the layouting tools, and the third will be the output format, output files, and the destination, I would say. So this is how overall BA publisher architecture. And then let us see in our real life where BA publisher stands, how the BA publisher actually runs. So as I said, first part will be data sources, second data sources, second will be the BA publisher engine, and the third will be the final report output. First, data logic. So here we will be having the data logic, how to get the data. That would be the query. First of all it will be the query, and then on the report side it will be like a data logic. You need to put that your XSLT functions, or like get the XPath expressions to fetch the data. And then the layout will be the architecture, or like it will be the hierarchy, it will be the boundary, or it will be the structure of your report. Okay. And then the translation, how the data can be transformed into the desired manner. If suppose like my database is giving the date in like it will be in the full date format with the timestamp and the seconds, everything. But in my report I just want to show the date in the format like a DD, MON, YYY. So those translation, or like if suppose in the database my data are in the USD values, and my recipient will be on the German, so I need to convert that all the currency, or like all the amounts which I need to convert into the recipient formats. Those things, those translation I can put it in my report. And on on report run, it will be converted into the recipient requirement, and the recipient formatted data, it will be transformed in my BA publisher engine, and it will be put in my report. So this is the same, like BA publisher report consists of the data model, layout, and then the report. BI separates the. And one more thing about the BI publisher is actually here there are the two components, data model and the report. So the user can separate the data model, like getting the data and the transforming the data, so that if there are like a certain restrictions on like users, they are not, they are not supposed to have the access on the data, then they will not have the access for the data model. They they will only have the access on the report layout where the fetched data can be transformed. So this is the main advantage of BI Publisher. Why in the industry many people are using BI Publisher, because other tools they will not have any restrictions on the data access. If the user has the rights on the server, they can have the access on the they cannot restrict the access for the data with the users as such. Here we can go with the like separate set for the data as well as a separate set for the layouts and separate for the execution. This is the unique feature of BI Publisher which stand apart from or like a stand above any other reporting tools. And then like we can use the multiple reports, like we can call a sub templates for my reports. You can club together many reports report together, and you can generate a fresh new report which consists of the many sub reports. Those things also can be possible with the BI Publisher. And optimize the data extraction and the document generation process. Because of this, we are getting a better speed and a better reuse of the data as well as our already generated or already designed reports in a several ways. These are the things with the BI Publisher and BI Publisher architecture. So let us go with why BI Publisher. As in the previous slide I told, like BI Publisher has many good features. Let us see like in the organization perspective, when any organization is going for any reporting tool, why BI Publisher they prefer, or like what makes BI Publisher different than any other available software in the market. As I said, let us take one organization. So it will have these vertex. So there will be like a label managers or invoice servers, check servers, report formatter, payment servers, delivery server. These are the different vertex. So in our previous slide we have seen like a different kind of report. So those reports will be specific for in this particular like a certain area. So for example, if we are going with the bank statement and those things, those will come under payment server parties. So and then it might be with the employees, it may be with the label managers or these things, and it may be with the, like if the files need to be sent to the any server, so it may be it may fall in any different different sectors. So this when we are talking in terms of the organization, so it may require reporting solution for the all the possible departments. So multiple reporting solution we cannot go with, like for every, for example, for delivery servers one reporting tool, or for FDI or like EFT or fund transfer, these things we cannot go with a different reporting solution, or like it with the invoice different report solution. So to BI Publisher give a single and simple reporting solution throughout the organization. So multiple reporting solution it will give. Highly skilled engineers required to maintain the server. If suppose we are going with a different kind of servers or a different kind of reporting solution, they require a specific skill set for the each of the organization of the each kind of, for example, delivery servers, they need to have the different kind of skill set, or like if they are going with the reporting solutions, they need to have the different set of skill set. So organization perspective, it will be very economical to go with a simple and single solution instead of maintaining all these kind of like hundreds of solutions. So that's why like costly, it is a time consuming, it's a complex system. So the organization or the user may not know okay where to get the data, like with whom to get the data, what other team is doing with, and what they are going to, what they are developing or what they are doing to get the reports. So it's a labor incentive. So as like a multiple reporting solution include in organization, so it will be like a more labor will be, more number of people need to be dedicated for the reports, individual reports solutions. So instead of that, if we have a single reporting solution, the same team can be worked on the multiple verticals of the organization. This is all about the BI Publisher in the organization perspective. So if the organization adopt the BI Publisher in their organization, how it can be done? So as I said, only one reporting solutions will be there, and only one or the multiple data sources will be there, and that team, the BI Publishers team, will design the different report and they will be configuring the report for the each and every aspects of the organization. For example, in the previous slide we have seen like multiple aspects on the organization. So if suppose we put the BI Publisher as a reporting solution, the fund transfer reports will be only led to the banking and EFT kind of reports. For the controller will get only the Excel kind of reports, and organization and the managerial hierarchy will get only the HTML report. Or like a government adoption, those things will go with the PDF files. Or like a business to business end users, it will go as a data files or the XML. So the same reporting solution can be used across the all its requirement in that organization. This is what BI Publisher actually is helpful in getting a single and simple solutions for all the reports. So this is basically about the BI Publisher. Now let us see like how BI Publisher actually works. Basically BI Publisher will run on the BI Publisher server. Basically BI Publisher is previously in the sense like a 15 years ago it was known as like XMLP server. There was a team like the Oracle has adopted that XMLPA in the sense like XML publisher logics or like their way of getting the data into the report, and then they club this with the software, then they named as a Oracle BI Publisher. So still like still now they are following the same kind of namings, or like a server which has been linked for the BI Publisher, it will be known as the XMLP server. So let us see how the XMLP server look like. Here in this image you can just we have put the one BI Publisher server. This is the once you log in with the BI Publisher server, you will get to know, we are getting this particular page or like a particular page. So here we'll have the user login and log out, or like a sign in sign out button, user details. So there are different kind of users depending upon these user roles. You will be having the different privileges to access the server. So if you see here this MFBA admin user, basically this is a super user in the sense like he will be having all the access, delete, create, run, or anything, do any sort of operations with the admin user. Or like then will come with the this is a super user, then the admin user means like he can create or like he can give the access for the other user and all. Then it will be the author user who can read write access, and then the consumer user like they will be having only the run user, as well as like they can define the new user roles, and they can give the permission or like access to the other users as well as the other components. Let us see like what are the components. So as I said, BI Publisher mainly with the two components. One is a data model where we are getting the data, and the next will be the report model where we are transforming the data into the report. If you go to the catalog is the hierarchy or like a folder structure of the report server. So when you go to the catalog, you will be getting this like your file structure. So if you go into the file folder structure, you will be having two files for each report. When any new report comes, so basically it will have the two components. One is the data model component and the other one is the report component. Data model component where we are showing how the data can be picked from the data sources. So data sources, it may be the simple XML file or Excel file, or it may be the database, how to get the data from the data sources. Those things will be the data model. So if you see here, there are the two icons. This will be the report icon and this will be the data model icon. So if I click on this particular icon, I will be going inside the report structure, or I will go inside the data model structure. I'll tell in brief like what it contains. The data, first thing is the data model. First we need to get the data. If suppose my server is linked, my data is need to be linked with a certain database, so I need to have the data source connection created to run the query, and I'll be writing like my user will be writing the query to fetch the data from the database. So first of all they need to have the data source connection. So first data source connection need to be created. And one more basic thing is like these data source connections can be created only with the admin users. So admin user, we need to have the admin user rights to create the data source connection. So they will be creating the data source. It may be with the JNDI connection or the JDBC connection for the database, so that they will have the access on the database. They will have the access on the database, and then they can get the data. So when the JDBC connection or the JNDI connection for the database is there, then the user can write a query, write his own query. Here in BI Publisher server, he can write the query on the server itself, or he can use the IDE such as like MySQL or Toad or any other IDE. There he can design his query and he can put the query. So, and one more thing, like BI Publisher supports all the parameters, those things like as we go further, we'll be explaining those. So he can fetch the user can give the parameters to filter out the database, filter out the data, or like he can if the very complex logics need to be written, then he can go with a function call or like a package or a procedure he can write, and in the report data model he can call the procedures. If suppose like very complex logics are to be written, then what usually users will go, or like a BI Publisher designer will go, he will create one the data, or he will create one work table that will be specific for that particular report, and he will be writing a specific procedure to populate that work table during the report call. So once the report call is over, report call has been triggered, the work table will be populated with those data, and the report that data will be data will be fetched from the work table or from the data model query, and in the data model query he will be structuring that into XML, and in the report layout he will be putting that report the data into the report. So in report layout, as I said earlier, it may be any formatted, in the sense like RTF, Excel, or like a e-text format, or like a XSL F4 report or layout, or it may be PDF layout, or it may be the interactive layout. So he can design the report and then he can upload. Then once the report has been uploaded, first a report need to be linked with the data model need to be linked with the database. So this is the basic understanding of the report from the report server perspective. So this is all about the brief introduction of the BI Publisher reporting server. We can design the report from Microsoft Office tools. So what difference it makes, like how we can access, like how we can design the BI Publisher report layout. So Word has a vast features, like it will have almost all formatting things. You can put the graphs, you can put, then why, like how and why we can use BI Publisher? Like we cannot put the data, we can hard code the things, but we need to have a certain logic, like we need to have a certain way to put the data. That is like a BI Publisher transformation language, or like a tags will come in existence. So here if you see, this is a very simple report where we have put, we will have X into Y, rows into columns, we need to put the data accordingly. If suppose if you see, like we need to repeat the structure, we need to repeat the columns, we need to repeat the rows, then depending upon the certain logic. So those things we can put using BI Publisher text. You can see here like a for each. Before to that, like once BI Publisher, to design the BI Publisher layouts, we need to have BI Publisher add-in need to be installed on our machine. It is a completely free software. Only the server is a paid service from the Oracle. Apart from that, all the add-ins, all the softwares which are given by the Oracle will be almost all softwares will be free. So BI Publisher add-in also free. So what BI Publisher add-in does? BI Publisher add-in will be added on your Word. So Word file. Once BI Publisher add-in software is installed on your machine, so we'll be getting this BI Publisher, this button. This button will facilitate all the BI Publisher works. If suppose we have the server, so we can log into directly to the server and access the data from here by clicking on here. Or like as I said in the previous slide, there might be the cases where the users or the template designers are restricted to have the access to the server. So then what need to be done? Then as I said, for designing BI Publishers, BI Publisher actually runs on the XML. So the whoever has this rights to the server, they will generate the sample XML and they will give those sample XML to the client or the end user or the designer. So they will be saving the sample data on their local machine. So by clicking on this sample data, they can load the particular XML, okay, and then they can start designing the report. So internally they will be having sample data where they will get to know about the data structure, in the sense like how the data is structured in the reporting solution or the report server. So they just need to put the traversing method to get the data and the transforming method to show the data. So those things we are doing with the help of Word as well as XSLT transformations. Once all the logics has been put, so all other things, in the sense like all other tabs you can use, like adding graphs or adding tables, those things. Along with that, you can use BA publisher tags to fetch the data. And once the data is put or the logics is put on your layout, we can just run the report and we can see the output. So this is, so from this place we can generate a different sort of outputs. It may be with a PDF, it may be the HTML, it may be the Excel or RTF or PPT or HTML. Any file you can generate from the BA publisher RTF layout. In the similar way, we'll have the add-in for Excel also. The same way we'll be getting one more tab for Excel in our when we opening any Excel file from our system. Once the report is ready, then we can just integrate this particular report into our BA publisher server, and then we can use this report for our reporting solutions. This is all about just introduction, like how BA publisher actually look like and what exactly we are doing with the BA publisher. Any questions? I believe the session is clear for all the audience. Yeah, thanks for attending.